I think this game was actually pretty simple to sum up. I thought our guys came really ready and responded well to their 9-0 run. We were getting really good looks, and they just didn't go down even after we cut it. I think it was 11-9 maybe. We had a bunch after that didn't go down, and it took the wind out of us. We really never recovered from that. And Florida did what a very good veteran team does. They took advantage of it at every opportunity. And as we've said so many times, we're not a team right now with our experience level where we can afford to do that against a team of this caliber. And because of that, we were never able to get over the hump. I thought they really hurt us inside. We didn't get a lot from any of our inside guys tonight, and that's going to be a challenge for us. And so just did not respond well to that going down. And that's something that a team in our situation has got to learn. There's going to be nights where you don't do that. That's why the defending and the rebounding is so important. But again, credit Florida for taking advantage of it, and I thought they played really well.
Darrin, when you kind of have to depend on our offensive rebounds to score, is that kind of a byproduct that you leave yourself open for transition? Like Florida was constantly pushing out front of you guys.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, that hadn't been a problem for us when we are rebounding the ball well. I think the offensive rebounding leads to better transition defense because they're not out running on it. I think when we don't offensive rebound well, it leads to opportunities for them to do that. But I think the bigger thing was, again, we had so many easy ones not going. There were at least 5 layups there in a short stretch or right at the basket shots. And again, we let that affect. Oh man, I should be getting back, and just never really recovered from that. And that's there's no excuse for that. But I mean, it's reality with the young team.
Darrin, facing these good teams the second time around in the league, is that kind of tough for a young team because they have a chance to make some adjustments?
I think that's part of it. And obviously this is a veteran team that came in here tonight, and we were able to beat them on their home floor, and so I'm sure that they had that in their mind. And but they played like a veteran team and did really well. There weren't any major adjustments. We did not defend and rebound well after those shots went down. Did not go down.
Darrin, you talked about how the team got down after some of those easy shots didn't go in. How do you again get them to improve as the season goes on and build from that from those hardships?
Yeah, no, Andy, I think the key with that is that there is no magic formula to it. You just have to go through it. It's something that you have to you have to understand how important it is to practice well every day. How important it is for each individual to come in and play. I think Ramon Galloway is a great example of that. Had 7 quick points there that helped us out. Then didn't really score, but another bucket the rest of the game, and turns the ball over 5 times, and a couple of those are literally I don't know who they were being thrown to. And so he's a guy that in our situation has some experience, and we're not in a situation with our team that we can have that kind of stuff happen. Individuals have to learn that, and DeMontre Harris, is a very talented. He's been really good for us in game, but he's a freshman, and goes out tonight. I thought maybe his best SEC game was at Florida, earlier against them. And tonight has 2 rebounds, no points in 15 minutes, and so it's just something I think you have to go through, to be honest with you, and it's something that we're going to have to learn and grow from.
Coach, you had that, you were only down by single digits early in the first half. You talked about that first half. How come you weren't able to take advantage of Florida's vulnerabilities in that period of the game?
Yeah, I think the thing that really hurt us was we cut it again and made it a 2-possession game at I think maybe 30-24, so somewhere in there, and with the 4 or 5 minutes left, and then they made another run, and I think that would really hurt us. And again, I think it was a combination of we had some shots not go down, some mistakes we made, and them taking advantage of it. Without question, and so that's what good veteran teams do, and we've got to learn from it.
How about the dribble penetration? As opposed to you guys when they not being able to dribble penetrate much tonight.
Yeah, we didn't guard the dribble well. We didn't, and again, I thought early on a little bit better, but once again, it seemed like on the defensive end and rebounding, it really started to tail off, and we've got to get better at that. We just do. Shots aren't always going to fall, and I don't think it's any secret that we're not an offensively explosive team in terms of individual scoring talent. We've got one guy that could go get 20 every night if we wanted to do it that way. And other than that, we have some guys that can do some things. Like Brian Richardson was a bright spot tonight. It was good to see him not only make some shots, but I thought he really stepped in and shot him with a lot of confidence. But as I said, we had some other guys that didn't. And I think another thing, Lakeem Jackson is so important to us. Just he brings us an energy and a presence and a toughness. I really personally, Bruce was terrific in our first game against them. Thought he was the difference with just some offensive rebounds and just the energy he played with. And he's in a tough situation right now, nursing that foot where he doesn't get full practice reps and full practice time. Puts him in a tough situation to then throw him out, especially against a team like this. And he's not as comfortable as he needs to be.
With Lakeem, Darrin, is it the foot that's bothering him? It seems like he's throwing away a few too many loose balls than he usually does.
Yeah, it's not the foot that's bothering him. It's that he needs some rest, in order to keep him in a situation where he can go on game night. And we're gonna have to evaluate that because right now it's hard for him to play as well as he wants with his game because he's not practicing as much as everybody else and he's not getting the reps. So his rhythm and his timing and his feel and all of those things are off, and that's what he's good at. He's probably our best guy at getting in the paint and making some stuff happen. He went 7 assists on Saturday, and that's hard to do when you don't get reps. And so we're going to have to take a look at that and evaluate it a little bit because he's so important to our team.
Coach, do you feel like your team has the same energy now as it did when it started SEC play?
Yeah, I think I thought we came out really good tonight. In terms of energy and being ready to play. Without question. They did a good job of that Saturday as well in a tough game and really competed all the way to the end. I think we're a young team that's continuing to learn what it takes. And again, it's no excuse, but we really let some bad offense take the wind out of us tonight, and that's something that we're just going to have to grow through. I mean, that's what immature young teams do. I think you've seen just the opposite from this Florida team, and very similar games that they've been in where they've got the same look on their face all the time, and that's you learn that through experience.